Parking brake set. We've landed safely, but where? Because I'm not in Paris, I'm not in Guam. Okay, I'll give you a hint. I am back in Anchorage. Sometimes life doesn't go to plan, and I got sick again. So I had to call sick, so I missed out on my Paris flight, and you know how much I wanted to go there. I missed out on my Guam flight, but silver line, I am in Anchorage, and unfortunately it was a weekend. I landed on a Saturday evening. Luckily for me, In the Round is open on Sundays, so I texted her on Instagram, and I asked her if I could come and knit for her for a little while, and she said, yes, of course, come over. And I walked. It's about 5 kilometers. It took me an hour and 10 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes to walk from my hotel to her store. And next to the store, she took me, I discovered next door to her store, there's a Vietnamese coffee place. And oh my God, they have delicious teas, coffees, juices. It was worth it. After the long walk, it was nice. So I went there, I browsed at the shop, and she has these beautiful paintings because in Anchorage, every first Friday of the month, it's called First Fridays. They expose artists in shops, and last Friday, she started exposing this artist. I forgot her name. I will put it in just underneath, and I will put it in the description as well in case you're interested. She has a website apparently. I didn't investigate, I didn't have time. But she has beautiful paintings. She has paintings of Aurora Borealis and seaplanes. So it's right down my avenue, and this beautiful Alaskan landscape. So really it fits really well in the shop, and she sold a few already. I wish I could bring one with me, but they were already in the frames, and honestly to take them from Anchorage to Incheon to Los Angeles to Mexico, something would happen, definitely. So not a good idea. So I had a look at the shop. Nothing has changed. This time I noticed she has lots of hats displayed, and so some inspiration for winter. I will show you the shop, and then I will come back to show you what I bought, because yes, of course I bought something. So yeah, the shop is light and airy. It's super nice. A nice way to spend Sunday afternoon. And of course, some of our friends came over as well. So we were knitting all together for a while. One of the friends that came over is one of the women in the podcast that she has in a round. I talked about it before. I think it's a nice listen. I listened to the first episode and the last episode. It's very good. So I was talking about hats and how it inspired me to make a hat, because when you see samples in the shop, that's what gives you inspiration, and that's why I love to go to yarn shop. It gives me inspiration and motivation. So I bought this to make the hat by Petit Knit. I forgot his name. Sorry. What's happening is I'm running a bit late because I thought my wake-up call was at 6 p.m. But no, my wake-up call was at 5 p.m. And I have to be downstairs in 40 minutes. So I have to finish packing, put my uniform. So this is what I bought. It's Edge Hop Fibers. It's wool from Ireland, Tweedy. And I think it's all the leftovers from their yarns that they put into this yarn. And I've already made a Sophie shawl with this. I'm pretty sure it's this yarn. So I thought, I will make a matching. Well, it's not going to be exactly matching hat, but it's going to be same yarn. Of course, different bath, but I don't think anybody's going to notice because, I use this in Korea and I work with men. They don't notice these things, so it's okay. And I bought, because I thought it was so beautiful in blue, I had in mind to make a hat, maybe, and a scarf for my husband, but maybe for a man, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's too light blue for a man? I don't know. In winter with a navy blue coat, I think it could look nice. Anyway, so that's what I bought. I also bought 3.75 needles because I'm about to start the Rocket Tee, which is a summer t-shirt, I guess, jumper. And it calls for 3.75 needles. And I have 3.5, 4. I might have 3.75 needles somewhere, but I'm not sure. So I thought I will buy this. It's a 100 centimeter cord. And let's see if when I start swatching, if it works or not. I'm not sure yet. And I fell in love with these needle stoppers, the silicone ones, because they work so well. Before I found them, I never used them because it's useless. They kept falling. And in my bag, I put the knitting, crush it. So she already has the needle stoppers for Christmas. And I couldn't resist. Look at this gingerbread. It's so cute. And because I have several projects on the go, so I cannot have too many needle stoppers. Let me see. She put them in I didn't want 3 bags, so I'm saving the bags. There's the normal one, handmade with love, that are very cute. And more Christmassy ones. If you live in Alaska, Anchorage, and you want to get hold of those, I suggest you go now and ask for them before they disappear. They're so cute. She has many. So that's what I bought. And then I took a Uber, a Lyft, to go back to the hotel because I was quite tired after my walk, my 5-kilometer walk to the shop. And also, how it's been hot everywhere in Europe. There's heat waves. In Korea, it's really hot and humid. And guess what? In Alaska, they have a heat wave. I don't think they call it a heat wave. They call it special weather, heat advisory, something like this. And for Alaska, it's super hot. For me, it's nice. I can breathe. I can be outside. I'm enjoying my Alaskan layover a lot. But for them, it's quite hot. They're not used to it. So, yeah, it's been hot all over the world. Crazy. And then today, I did this. You know, I finished the headband for my dog. So look at this, how beautiful it is. And you know, I told you I did provisional cast on, and then I did a Kitchener stitch. And if I go like this, you're not going to see it, I think. But of course I know where it is, and let me show you. It's here. It's a bit tight. It shows a bit tight, and then this is exactly where I did the joining. So it's not perfect, but I guess when I did my flight training in Prestwick, they used to say it's good enough for government work. So it's good enough for government work. So I can't wait to go home to try it on Jack, and it's 7 days until I go home. Today is the 10th. Well, there's no date on my iPhone. Let me check. Yes, today is the 10th, and I go home on the 17th. So I am super happy. Tonight, just now, in 30 minutes, I go downstairs, a bit less, and I'm dead heading to Incheon. And the trick is that I cannot sleep on board because I land at 10 p.m. So if I sleep on board, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. When I land. So I have to stay awake. So luckily I'm still working on my lamiel sweater. So that's what I'm going to do. And I will see you next week. And I have footage from Korea to show you. And of course, next week I'm going to Amsterdam. So it's going to be Seoul, and then the following week, Amsterdam. So I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you next Friday. Bisous, bisous.